Each individual's path will be a bit different. Every aspect of wellness can affect a person's life. Working toward all of them in one way or another is a great goal because wellness relates directly to the quality of a person's life. This guide offers a broad approach for things we can do at our own pace, in our own time, and within our own abilities that can help us feel better and live longer. What is wellness? Wellness is a concept. In this presentation, we attempt to provide yet specific sense of what it means. We invite you to think of wellness as meaning being healthy in many dimensions of our lives. That includes the emotional, physical, occupational, intellectual, financial, social, environmental, and spiritual parts. These dimensions are interconnected, one dimension building on another. We also recognize that we live in a multicultural world, and wellness encompasses areas that may not be specified in this brief discussion. We believe, for example, that trauma is a universal human experience and that our culture and spiritual beliefs impact our perceptions and everything we do. In summary, wellness is about how we live our lives and the joy and fulfillment and health we experience. What we worry about, money, for example, debt, or being able to afford what we need, we sometimes experience anxiety, which is emotional, and this could lead to medical problems, which is physical, and trouble at work, which is occupational. When this happens, we may even question our own sense of meaning and purpose, which is spiritual. At the same time, when we are not working, which is occupational, we may lose opportunities to interact with others, which is social, and may not be able to afford the good food and medical care that we need to stay well, which is physical. We may even need to move our home to a place that feels less safe and secure, which is environmental. Creating balance in our lives is an important part of wellness. Overall, a balanced life can mean many things, depending on culture, circumstances, resources, and other factors. Balance means making sure we have time to do the things that make us feel happy and fulfilled. This includes working, paid or unpaid, having fun, spending time with family and friends, participating in community, being physically active, including sexually, praying, and relaxing and sleeping. Because we each have individual needs, preferences, and capabilities, we consider balance will also look different. And it's important for us to be rebalanced from time to time to adjust what is going on in our lives. When we're trying to get through a tough time, whether it is stress, an illness, trauma, or an emotional challenge, balance is especially important. In these times, our habits and routines can help us get that feeling of control back. This means focusing on ourselves as well as the roles we play in the lives of others, like being students, friends, parents, spouses, co-workers, congregants, hobbyists, community members, and citizens. Our roles and relationships help define who we are, what gives us a sense of purpose, and how our lives are independent on other people, animals, and environment. Being engaged in life and relationships provides a measure of balance and overall wellness. For example, swimming has physical benefits, building strength, improving circulation, as well as social, meeting other people, and emotional benefits, which is relieving stress. But we don't have to swim laps every week to be well. Getting into the pool, even occasionally, is a great step. Having a safe and clean living environment helps us feel organized and in control. It can be a way to get physically active in as well, and offers the chance for partners and families to work together. On the flip side, simply finding time to relax can go a long way toward finding balance in our lives. Downtime can provide the space we need to think through a situation or work through our feelings or just let us rest. Most of us know something that we do that makes us feel good about ourselves or in balance. It could be as different as taking our dog for a walk or balancing our checkbook. And any step in that direction, such as finding a new walking routine or gathering receipts from a purse, is positive. However, sometimes we may want advice from family and friends. That's okay too, and is where support from others come in. Talking with someone who has been through similar things, whether it is a mental health issue, addiction, trauma issues, smoking, diabetes, bullying, or abuse, makes us feel less alone. When we realize others have had similar feelings and experiences and have been able to move forward and grow, it can give us confidence to move forward too. With this support group, we can expect supportive input from people with a range of backgrounds and who have experiences similar to ours. A chance to support others by our presence, compassion, our ideas, and empathy. And people who can suggest services and resources that we might not have considered. We can find supportive people in many places: a community or a church, a synagogue, a mosque, a temple, a group at work, or through volunteering efforts, to name just a few. Having self-defined routines and habits can offer personal balance and satisfaction. Routine and habits is generally determined by our basic needs, such as nutrition, food, shelter, social affection, safety, and so on, and the various roles we occupy in our society. Our habits affect what we eat, what we wear, how we relate to others, how we go to work, how we spend or save money, and more. Habits become ingrained in us and are often tough to change. For example, we might put ourselves down or feel a need a particular thing or person to get us through a tough spot. We can learn otherwise. Life demands, stress, crisis, or trauma, which can impact or alter our routines and habits. This can lead to emotional anxiety, depression, social, cranky, isolation, angry, or physical, tired, agitation, imbalances. Establishing new, better habits that support wellness goals and values can be challenging, but worth it. Developing a healthier routine and habits in our lives can lead to positive feelings, which is emotional, relationship satisfaction, which is social, increased energy, which is physical, inspiration, which is emotional, and a feeling that we are using our creative talents, skills, and abilities to engage in activities, which is occupational, intellectual,
and spiritual. We may already have a regular practice that make us feel better, such as mindfulness exercises, meditation, or yoga, or calls to friends. It can even be avoiding the news at night or spending less time online. You are the expert on yourself. Will know what works and what doesn't in all the dimensions. When you are not sure, you can ask someone and think together about what makes sense and what next steps might work best. We can also consider being active in activities that have purpose. If our daily routine lacks meaning, we can feel distressed and powerless. Increasing activities that contribute to our wellness, talking with a friend at the start of the day may help set a good intention or plan for the day. Getting a good night's rest. Insomnia can noticeably impact social relationships, physical and emotional reactions, productivity, and our ability to concentrate and accomplish tasks. Being aware of the right amount of social interaction. It's important to know our limits, remembering what time that the time zone changes or daylight saving times can impact our mood and our routines. Readjusting is normal. Using a routine that works for us. Calendars help us remember when or how often we want to get things done, such as get an oil change, clean the refrigerator, celebrate an accomplishment, call a friend or family member, check our financial records, and schedule an annual physical. Repeating a behavior until it becomes automatic, such as taking medication. Checklists can help make sure that important tasks are not being forgotten. Creating a wellness lifestyle can be challenging, but finding the right information, supports, and resources and tracking our progress can help us get there.
A healthy body, good physical health habits, nutrition, exercise, and appropriate health care. These make up the physical dimensions of wellness. A few ways we can get there might be choosing things that make our body feel good and trimming back on the things that bring us down. We can also feel better by creating a routine that balances activity with inactivity, and that is manageable within our obligations and needs. Our body is intelligent, and learning to listen to it more deeply may be very important and empowering. The intellectual wellness dimension involves many things that keep our brains active and our intellect expanding. In a broad sense, this dimension can involve looking at different perspectives of an issue and taking them into consideration. Through a number of activities, from learning about current events to organizing game nights in your home or community center, you can broaden your perspective and understand diverse points of view. There are many definitions of what constitutes being financially well, but overall, the financial wellness dimension involves things such as income, debt, and savings, as well as a person's understanding of financial processes and resources. A person's satisfaction with their current financial situation and future prospects also come into play. The environmental wellness dimension involves being able to be safe and to feel safe. This can include accessing clean air, food, and water, preserving the areas where we live, learn, and work, occupying pleasant, stimulating environments that support our well-being, and promoting learning, contemplation, and relaxation in natural places and spaces. The spiritual wellness dimension is a broad concept that represents one's personal beliefs and values and involves having meaning, purpose, and a sense of balance and peace. It includes recognizing our search for meaning and purpose in human existence, and developing an appreciation for life and the natural forces that exist in the universe. The social wellness dimension involves having healthy relationships with friends, family, and the community, and having an interest and concern for needs of others and humankind. The occupational wellness dimension involves participating in activities that provide meaning and purpose and reflect personal values, interests, and beliefs, including employment. Improving our emotional wellness. The emotional wellness dimension involves the ability to express feelings, adjust to emotional challenges, cope with life's stressors, and enjoy life. It includes knowing our strengths as well as what we want to get better at, and living and working on our own, but letting others help us from time to time.